Tonight, drastic action across the globe as the newly named Omicron variant spreads. President Biden holding an emergency meeting with his COVID task force. Restrictions on travel from 8 African countries to the U.S. starting within hours as public health officials prepare for what may come next.
It certainly shows the signs of being able to spread quickly.
Chaos at airports around the world as this variant is being identified in more countries, including Canada, Israel closing its borders to foreigners, Morocco halting all incoming flights, while in South Africa, the doctor who first treated patients with Omicron advising calm.
Currently, there's no reason for panicking.
So how dangerous is it? We have the latest on the search for answers. The great return, millions of travelers taking to the roads and skies today on track for a new pandemic record. Biggest Cyber Monday ever. That's what analysts are predicting ahead of tomorrow's online bonanza. But this year, the deals are harder to find. What you need to know. Facing her accusers, the woman charged with helping Jeffrey Epstein abuse teenage girls in court for her trial tomorrow. And the moment a bride who's paralyzed walked down the aisle, the groom breaking down in tears.
This is NBC Nightly News with Kate Snow.
Good evening. Governments are moving quickly tonight to limit travel into their countries in an attempt to slow the spread of the new COVID variant called Omicron. Canada just announced it has identified cases, and the U.S. begins restrictions on travelers from some African countries just hours from now. President Biden held an emergency meeting with his top public health officials today to plan for what's next. But the science behind this new variant isn't coming into focus quite as quickly. Researchers warn there's a lot to be worried about, but there's also a lot to learn, like whether Omicron is more dangerous than previous variants and if vaccines are effective against it. We have coverage from here in the U.S. and overseas tonight. As we try to make sense of it all, we begin with Gabe Gutierrez in New York. I so loved meeting them. For Jay and Chelsea, their next big project, by the way, they would like to start a family of their own. That is NBC Nightly News for this Sunday night. Lester Holt will be back with you tomorrow. I'm Kate Snow. For all of us at NBC News, stay safe and have a great night.